What's up, what's goody, and what's poppin', and welcome to Top Cats Collective Tarot. I am your intuitive tarot and oracle reader, Top Cat, and this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and South Node, if you happen to check for that as well. I welcome you all to this reading, and I am so thankful that you are here because you could have been anywhere in the cyberspace world, but you are here with me, and I am greatly appreciative of that. We're gonna take a moment as I shuffle these cards to just take a couple of deep breaths, and this is just so we can tap into the same frequency as one another. I would like to invite your guides, your ancestors, your angels, and your loved ones into this reading, your higher selves into this reading, and as long as I have your permission. Granted that I have your permission, and I would like to thank them for this meeting, for this time that we have right now. May I decrease so that way I can properly channel the messages that you have for your counterparts. This is for all of my Sagittarius lovelies. We're going to do this one more again. I want to make sure that this is really nice and shuffled. All right. So we're going to break this up into 3 parts. Part 1 is just whatever general messages that come through. I don't know why this is itchy. Part 2 will be dedicated to love, and part 3 will be dedicated to money and finances. So what messages should Sagittarius should my Sagittarius pay attention to this week? This is a 7-day reading. Where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? And why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? Underlying question is, am I ready to let go of this buried shame? Ooh. Okay. Some of you might have shame in where you are with your health goals. Some of you might hit a certain plateau and you're like, I get to let me move this out the way. This is not a part of your reading. You get to a certain point and then you start sabotaging yourself because there might be some shame that is centered around your health. So let's read the back of the energy. The back of the book. The back of the deck. If my body could talk, it would say blank. Take a moment. Let's take a few seconds. And let's just sit in our bodies, and we're going to just do a scan. So whatever feelings and sensations you feel in your feet, your ankles, your shins, your legs, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your groin, the baby making parts, your butt, your waist, your gut, your back, your chest, your arms, your hands, your shoulders, your neck, and your head. As you do this scan, see what sensations come to your body. Are there any pains, any tingles, any vibrations? Pay attention to that. Your body is trying to tell you something. Feed your soul action for the day. Feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new, exciting goals to take your health to the next level. Underlying energy, like I said, is, am I ready to let go of this buried shame? And that says the feeling of shame is the lowest frequency there is. So there's some low vibrations when it comes to your health. When you live in shame, you live in darkness. What part of you is ready to stand in the light? Is there any shame from a past experience that is ready to be healed? Today's soul action: heal the shame by giving it a name. It could be heartbreak. It could be family trauma. That's why we did the scans. Somewhere your body is trying to talk to you right now. Give it a name, bring it to the light, and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revival season, Sagittarius. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. And fill in the blank. What is your soul's truth? My soul truth is blank. We're gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it like this in the subconscious mind, so that way we don't still in here. So that way we don't so that way our third minds can pick it up and communicate with us. Let's get into the tarot messages for the week. I normally don't reset the deck for this one because if there is a reversal, I don't read it. This is the double major tarot deck. This is mainly comprised of the 22 major arcana and then the 16. The 16 royal suits. But each card has 2 cards. So, the king, the queen, the page, the knight of cups, pentacles, swords, and wands. No disrespect, Sag. Because the wand energy, fire energy is in the wands. And you are a fire sign. All right. What messages do you have for Sagittarius this week? You ready? This is my favorite part. What messages do you have for Sagittarius this week? All right, so you have the double major magician. Some of you might be bored, literally bored with what's going on around you. You feel like you have no say in your reality, but you are your own magician. You set your own reality. So let's see what active energy came out. So you have the Temperance card, the double major Page of Cups, the King of Swords, double major King of Swords, and the Hanged Man. So half double major, half typical. Some of you are weighing your options, going back and forth, trying to find this crown energy. You're tapping into your spiritual forces, but things might not be what they are or where they're meant to be emotionally. Everything is not what it seems is what I'm getting from this double Page of Cups. Page of Cups is water energy. Cups is water energy, so that's Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius energy. Whenever you're dealing with a page, it is somebody that is younger than you. They might have made a mistake and they're like, wait a minute, where is my fish? Where did my prize go? Like, holy shit, Batman, wasn't expecting that to happen. And some of you might have done that too. You might have done something prematurely, and that's why you're weighing your options. Like, you're weighing your options because of the fact that, like, I don't want to lose my fish. Where the fuck is my fish? Sorry if you weren't expecting the vulgarity. I'm just gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. Y'all feel like y'all like that anyway. Sagittarius is like, you know what I mean? You have the King of Swords in the double major meaning. Swords is air energy, so that is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Whenever you're dealing with the king, it is divine masculine. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that, like, you don't have to be a man or a male. Everybody has divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Your divine masculine energy in regards to your thoughts, because that's what swords represent, is our thoughts, is letting me know that some of you feel like you have to stand up and, like, accept the fact that you might have messed up here, Sag. And you're gaining perspective on things. Everything is not what it seems. And you're learning that, is what I'm getting. You're hanging yourself upside down, not as a form of punishment, but just trying to see see things from a different perspective. Because if you look at the Hanged Man, it looks like it's upside down. To other people, this might look uncomfortable, but for you right now, you're just chilling, like the sun shining from and look, it's in your temperance too. There is this beam, right, coming to you. This might be your subconscious mind picking up on things that your ancestors are trying to plug into you, whether you're awake or aware of it or not. Let's continue with a crystal affirmation before we clarify what this means. And behind that you do have, so this is something emotional. Queen of Cups, again, Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio vibes. That is dealing with your divine feminine emotionally. So you have your divine masculine mentally and your divine feminine emotionally, which kind of makes sense, right? Your thoughts are one thing, like logic is one thing, and emotions seem to be the opposite of that. So and that what I'm getting from the Queen of Cups is your this might be your counterpart. This might be you trying to tend to whatever is in this cup. You do have the Knight of Cups as well, and the double death. Oh no, this is right. This is the normal death card. So your things are moving emotionally for you. It does feel like a messenger, like you sent out a messenger, and you're finding out that things are dying off, no matter how hard this magician, if you notice, this is the magician. No matter how hard the magician tries to plead and beg and try not to accept the death, it's inevitable. You tried with your cup, you tried with your sword, you tried with your pentacles and your money, you tried with your emotions, you tried with your thoughts, you tried bribery, you tried to use the wands, and that's your actions, and it just didn't. It's not. Oops, sorry. We're good. Okay, it's not giving what it's supposed to have gave, because these are the things that like whatever is dying. It's, if I were to show you the double major meaning of this card, everything is flourishing after the death of whatever is no longer serving you. The Page of Swords is like, here's a new perspective, thought-wise, new logic. Knight of Wands is, again, putting your passion in action. And you have the double Empress with the double Priestess. The double Empress is not one to fuck with. She might be all love and light and positivity, and but she might also cut a bitch. Never know. When I see the double Empress, it does give like Monique Hart or Mo Hart. If you are a Drag Race fan. One thing you will definitely get with me, Sag, is a lot of pop culture references in your reading. What crystal energy do you have for Sag? Ooh, okay. One totally attacked me in tit. Pneumite, which is, this is a new one. Strength. I am strong in my mind, my body, and spirit. And that is what it looks like. It is a gorgeous stone. At the bottom of the deck, you have agate, which is about healthy body. Every cell in my body is happy and healthy. Definitely check into your health there, Sag. Now, two done attacked me in the tit. I'm not going to keep it in the reading, but I am going to acknowledge it because they fell all the way on the floor. But you do have Moonstone. I am in the divine flow of my soul rhythms and life cycles. And then you also have Hedonite, which is about gratitude. I am grateful, and this loving energy fills every single cell of my being. So some of you might need to recognize that whatever you're going through right now is a cycle, and be glad, find the gratitude as this cycle is closing. But again, because it fell on the floor, we're not going to accept that energy, and I'm not even going to take it with the bottom by putting it back in rotation. So, and this is what agate looks like as a stone. Rose quartz came out. Self-love. I approve myself and love myself deeply and completely. So this is what agate looks like. Agate is a stone that has like, it's a blendable stone. Like I have a carnelian agate as well. It's almost giving mutable energy. Now, I'm not sure if you're a mutable sign, Sag, but if you are, that makes a lot of sense. Practice some more self-love and self-compassion as well. And we'll add this to the active because it fell out fully. And that is Amazonite. I am fully aligned in living in my life purpose. And that's that gorgeous blue. All right, so let's clarify. Now that we know where we're headed with your life purpose and with strength, let's clarify the temperance deck. Clarify temperance for me, please. Oh, Jiminy Cricket, hold up. I'm asking y'all to clarify stuff and I'm not even ready. I'm sorry. Some of y'all might be acting prematurely. And that's why your things are, oh, I said that already. Yeah, I'm just channeling the same messages again. All right. Clarify the temperance card, please. The world. The world is again about cycle completion, which did try to come out. Eight of Cups is about an emotional separation or walking away from someone. Maybe a lover. It may be just walking away from a job. Right now, I'm trying to keep this very general. This is the general messages. But you doing that was just setting you up for a victory. Okay, this is definitely love related. That's the underlying energy for the world. The world definitely is to let you know that this is a complete, like, you completed a cycle when you did that emotional walking away. And some of you, a lot of you came out victorious, and it's setting you up to find your divine counterpart. Clarify the Page of Cups, please. Clarify the Page of Cups. You tried it. Clarify the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Okay, so I'm gonna keep the Son of Swords, and the Sun card together because when I pulled out one, it definitely brought out the Sun. So Someone that is of the air nation, maybe a young prince of the air nation, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, is trying to manifest the happiest card in all of tarot for you. That makes sense. You also have the Mother of Swords and the Four of Wands in reverse. Four of Wands typically might represent marriage card. It's also a celebration, but the fact that it's in the reverse, something is not right. You are not happy. Something is we're getting crying over spilled milk energy with the Five of Cups. The horse is trying to find something to drink, and all of the drink is above it. But you can find peace. You are dealing with just know that this Page of Cups might be your divine counterpart. Sag, like, Emperor is typically Aries energy. Because if you look at any other iteration, like the traditional iteration of the Emperor, they have rams on their throne, and I believe that's whatever animal the Aries is, that's on their throne. But it also represents the divine masculine. That is like the avatar of kings. He is he mastered his thoughts, his mind, his emotions, his actions, and his finances. So this Page of Swords, this Page of Cups could be your divine counterpart. The Mother of Swords is like, they might have a lot more air energy. It's giving like, I just discovered that I'm more air than I am water, which I relate. So let's clarify the King of Swords. Oh, look at that. Your divine counterpart. Mother of Swords, Father of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. And a lot of air energy, because you also have the Prince, the Page, the Knight. This one isn't very, like, this deck doesn't necessarily have rankings as far as, like, Page over Knight. It's Prince, son, and daughter. But there is like a mother and a father, so obviously there is still some form of a hierarchy. Let's talk about the King of Swords, double major King of Swords. Taking the ones that flipped over. We're not taking this. This is way too much, but I will look at it. So you have Temperance again. The Five of Swords, so that's about maybe having to defend yourself in your mental thoughts. The 10 of Coins, the 10 of Pentacles, that is generational wealth. The Tower card and the Magician. The Tower card, notice that the top of the tower, or the top of this tall ass tree, is burning off, and that is just the removal of energy that no longer serves you, but you still have the Magician. So this is where we're dealing with. Oh, and then we have two that fell on the floor, which is the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Wands in reverse. But I am not accepting those because they fell all the way on Zephyr. So let's talk about what is active. Now we have the Five of Pentacles. So now we're dealing with money. You're not accepting. You're like, you could easily accept the love. You can easily accept the things that are trying to benefit you. And you feel like all hope is lost. And if you would just lift your petals back up to the sun, you'll receive the nutrients that you need, and stop losing petals. That is your underlying energy. Your active energy is the Hanged Man. A lot of repeats. The Hanged Man, the Two of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Now this is definitely more more money wise. The Wheel of Fortune is falling in your favor right now, especially because of the fact that you are starting to gain this perspective. Whatever this inciting incident was that forced you to have to stand up like a G and accept the consequences and own up to your consequences feels very work related, and it's working out in your favor. Behind that, you do have the Father of Wands, so that's where you are showing up in your divine masculine, and the Eight of Cups again as the underlying energy. Now, behind the Eight of Cups is the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. That is your wish card, your wish fulfillment card. So, things be looking up for you now there, Saggy. But don't... I hope I like that nickname. But, don't think that all is lost. You are strong in your mind, your body, and spirit. Clarify the Hanged Man, please. That fell all the way on the floor, so we're not taking it. But the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups fell all the way on the floor. So we're gonna take that energy out now. You have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is putting in that work. If you were to use the original, like the Smith deck, because I'm not calling it the Rider-Waite deck. That's just basically calling everything the Hay House deck. That's just the publisher, if you did not know. But the Rider-Waite Smith deck, that's the one that has like the person in a boat with 6 swords at the top, and somebody is like driving the boat. No, Megan Thee Stallion. But as you can see with the rainbow, there is good things coming from doing that work, releasing whatever it is that no longer serves you. And you are going to find peace. The Four of Swords is like the Lamb here is getting like this download, and their light is shining brighter and brighter and brighter, and your 10 of Cups is right behind you. So all of that is because of this Hanged Man. You have the Eight of Swords, the Mother of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. What's up? It's like your thoughts and your money are not lining up like it's supposed to. Or it's like one or the other. You have maybe it is. Let me look it up. The Eight of Swords is definitely about a release. Maybe you are releasing a divine feminine and earth energy, and that's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Some of you might be hiding money that you've been working so hard to build from that, or from people. They don't need to know how much money is in my bank account, and I feel you, Saggy. You also have the Daughter of Wands, which is, young, divine, feminine energy, and your fire energy, which you are, and the Judgment card. The Judgment is about calling things that were once dead and bringing that back to life. So think like Lazarus. If your young, divine, feminine fire energy has been dormant, this is a perfect time for you to tap into that. Tap into your creativity more, your passions more, and have more fun. That's what I'm getting. Especially because the dove is calling all of these crows into the light, calling them into heaven. So that wraps up the general. Let's see how any of that will spill into your love life specifically. Don't forget, if you are dealing with shame in your love life, then that might be something you need to let go. And don't change yourself if it's because of someone else. What I just picked up. Okay, so the next 7 days for my Saggies. What's going on with Sagittarius? Love-wise. Nothing. Okay, no, I'm just lying. Let's try again. You have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. It's time to disconnect from the world and figure out how shame gets in the way of your love life. Why am I putting this on the underlying energy? It should be on this side. Underlying energy is let your friends help you. Ask for support and ask for and accept support from others. Somebody is craving Chinese food. Now I'm hungry. Be careful of being deceived. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. It might be you. It might be that your representative is no longer available and now somebody's getting to see the real you. Someone might be deceiving you. Remember, the 7 of Swords came out with the 8 of Pentacles. That might be a work thing, though. Your romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And we're going to end with release your ex. They're probably the ones that are deceiving you. The time has come to clear your energy. These are the things that you can be working on as you are in your hermit mode. How do I want to clarify? I'm literally staring at what I want to clarify with. So we're going to clarify the retreat with the believe in your own magic oracle deck. Ooh. And y'all need to stop attacking me in the tit, though. Clover, release your guilt. And know that you are always enough. Don't doubt your worth. When it comes to your love, when it comes to love life and love energy, it is telling that the same things are popping up. Release your guilt. What is this buried shame? Are you ready to let go of it? That's your act. Now it's your underlying energy that's coming out active because you're like questioning your self-worth. So this is something that you should be working on while you're in this retreat and recovery during this week, Sag. Let's see what else pops out for my Sages. That one fell all the way on the floor. And that is you can be your own knight. I'm sorry. Forgive me. You could be your own knight was all the way on the floor. So we're not going to hold on to that. You guys got a lot of stuff. We're going to look at the end what fell out on the floor. Because you've had practically every deck had something fall out on the floor. So don't be afraid to sing. Shout, let it all out is what I'm getting. For me, like full disclosure, as a reader, I feel like it helps to give you a real life example. I feel like I get the most release or most cosmic downloads when I'm singing karaoke. Some of you might want to hit up your local karaoke bar and just release, sing. You know what is super cathartic? Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. You're welcome. Sing it at the top of your lungs Especially when you call me again, drunk in the Benz, driving home under the influence. You scare me to death, but I'm wasting my breath, 'cause you only listen to your fucking friends. Sing that whole part. You might have talked shit about people on the internet, though. I get it. It's so easy. Subtweeting niggas, I get it. Subtweeting motherfuckers, I motherfucking get it. Especially with just fucking leave me alone. But you know, I'm singing it lower because I don't want to blow out y'all eardrums. But just sing it at the higher. Just fucking, there you go. And then just scream for the rest of the song. So far, so much for me trying to not blow out your eardrums. But yeah, focus on the here and now. When you are underlying energy from this is focus on your here and now. So as you are retreating, you know, focus on the facts, the here and the now. Get out of this mind cycle. You know, what happened. Now how can we recover from that? You already have all the answers. So when a Gemini might come up to you, because remember, Swords is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And the reason why I bring up Gemini is because Kanye, Houseway, you ain't got the answers. Well, oops, sorry. Houseway, you ain't got the answers. You do. You already do, Sag. So that's why I brought up the Gemini. But you might not be dealing with a Gemini. But just know that you do already have the answers, and be your own first priority. That is your underlying energy. And, you know, think before you judge. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Think before you judge, baby. All right, let's get into the money. Some of you are like, yes, Top Cat, thank you. I'm tired of talking about this emotional love shit. It is super fucking draining. What pops out right now, first thing, is Oya. She is the Yoruba Orisha of storm. She is kind of feisty. She's not necessarily Oba. Oba is more like fire energy, very I will fuck you up, bitch. I'm getting more storm from Oya. What happens when a frog, when it gets electrocuted? Everything, the same thing as everything else. Some of y'all might have really enjoyed that joke. Some of you might have been like, Top Cat, what the fuck? I am a nerd. Sorry about it. Not sorry. I'm accepting my nerdiness in all facets. So let's talk about Queen Nandi. Queen Nandi is a card of intuition. At the bottom of the deck, you do have Mbuya Nehanda, which is about radical rebirth. I feel like half of these readings are very, because we're getting near the end of my my readings, and I feel like everybody is either going through like this dark transformation, or they need to get up off their ass. And I feel like for you, you are going through this radical rebirth. This radical rebirth could be in after you do the retreat and you tap into yourself. Some of you might need to incorporate more physical activity. Some of you might actually get downloads as you are running. Apparently a runner's high is like the best high there is. I wouldn't know. Never ran. I mean, I run. I'm a dancer. Don't let the chubby arms and hands fool you. Baby girl can get down. Maybe some of you need to incorporate more dance. sing while you dance. I am getting very Nicki Minaj energy. Yeah. Also with a tinge of Beyonce. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my... Some of y'all need to get to that point. Play that song. Remind yourself that you're that bitch. You're that nigga. You're that motherfucker. Ain't nobody here fucking with you. I'm going to read from the guidebook when it comes to Queen Nandi, because of the fact that the guidebook also comes with affirmations. But when it comes to your money, you already know. You already know. For all my Big Frida fans. And that's just a confirmation of you already have all the answers. You already know. Take a deep breath and surrender to what you know to be true. Trust your inner wisdom and guidance. What is your guidance telling you? Put your hands on your third eye, and that is the center of your forehead, and ask, if I knew what the answer is, what would it be? Then follow your first instinct. The creator and your ancestors connect with you through your intuition. Trust your internal GPS. The nudges, the signs, and the coincidence are divinely guided. If you have not heard of the Celestine Prophecy, I would definitely suggest that for you guys. It's a book. It's fiction, but there's a lot of spiritual truth in it. And they have like 9 insights. The first insight is everything that happens in your life is not by coincidence. Synchronicities, it happens for a reason. Slow down and go for a walking meditation. Be present with nature and pay attention. Being present allows you to hear, to feel, to see, and sense your guidance. And say this affirmation for yourself. My Sagittarius loves, I am knowing. Also, if you want to watch Amanda Seales' book, comedy show, I Be Knowing, check that out too. I be knowing. You already be knowing. You already have all the answers. When it comes to your finances, somebody was like, I do not like that. Can you give me some more guidance? All right, I'll give you more guidance. Let's break up the deck to give you more guidance, my Sagittarius bees. Any more financial messages for Sagittarius? Maybe not. Let's try one more in. Finances. Ooh, yes. Now this might be what you want to hear. Stop resisting. Gangasara. Stop resisting. Connect to the cosmos. Let your guides connect you. And I say yes because we got level up. You got Queen Ya Asantewa. You also have Awo Nimba, and that is 2 spirits put together as one, and that is about harvest. And shine, baby, Mama Jumbo. I'm going to read Mama Jumbo. See, we're going to see the affirmations for all of the other ones too, right? So, Abu Nimba, we are always prospering. For Queen Ya Asantewa, divine timing is on my side. But what I feel like reading, or what I'm being told to read, is Mama Jumbo. And she is the Ghanaian Bisu goddess temple. Is element is bush. You are born to shine, be seen, be heard, be a movement. We need to know your name. We want to learn your dance. Ha, notice dancing is coming up. Some of y'all might need to go to the club and shake it. Shake a tail feather. Drop it like it's hot. All right? Drop it like it's hot. Daring to rise and shine starts with the courage to be seen and heard. Your story matters and someone needs to hear it. Fear of shining brightly keeps you in the shadows, hiding and shrieking. There is no way to claim your voice and avoid rejection, criticism, and judgment, but you are not for everybody, baby. If everyone likes you, are you not? You are not really being you. Say this out loud. I am ready to be seen and heard. Be yourself, baby. Be yourself. I am strong in mind, body, and spirit. Y'all get a lot of flack, Sag. But that's because some people are not meant to understand you. Own it. Let's clarify this energy with the dark mirror energy. We're going to try to keep this in regards to your finances. But, I mean, this is also, I feel like your how you feel about yourself affects your love life and your finances too. So these things are probably going to, you know, spill into one another. What financial messages do you have for Sag? Messages for Sag. Underlying energy. Perchance to dream. Perchance to dream. Interessante. You do have this interesting image. And this seems to be new moon energy because there is no light in this whatsoever. So let's see what actively came out. You have calling the storm. Oya came out in the shuffle, and now it's about calming the energy of Oya. I'm trying to find the guidebook. Give me one moment. There you are. I'm reading the guidebook from this one because I rarely ever use this one. So I'm not well versed and well knowledged. But calming the storm. Power comes not from the inside, but from the connection and integration of a greater whole. Sentence: push and release, pull and release, push to the limit. The eye is the only peaceful place that can be. This is the time to find and release your power. Like the spring that had been compressed to the point it has lost the memory of motion and movement, yet the power is still inside of it. Finding it is called empowerment. It starts with the belief in our own power. Which, remember, rose quartz did come out. So this is just a reminder to show more self-compassion, more love. We do not control the storm, we just call it. To call the storm, we do not fear it. And this is what will make us strong. After the storm, there is always sun. So, if the sky has been gray for too long, it's time to not fear the storm, but embrace it. Weave together the crown you deserve. And I noticed that I didn't really mention this one. I feel like this is kind of self-explanatory. But I will bring it. There is a lot of red energy. There's a lot of fire, rosy energy here. And that seems to be, one, that makes sense because you're a fire sign. But also, it's about connecting that love, that fire, and that passion that you might have put in other people back into yourself, or loving yourself and forgiving yourself for whatever mistake you might have made. It will be healthier than just to stare at the chilly rain. So it might hurt us as well to call the storm, but we can restart only after we let ourselves end. Underlying energy is pre-chance to dream, and that says if I sleep long enough, when I wake up, the pain will have been gone. To die, to sleep, perchance to dream, or it's the time to surrender, to drown, to dive in, to head first in the cozy unenveloping darkness of the blanket. It is the moment of weakness, a desire to close your eyes and to surrender just for one moment, 1 second, 1 minute. Not like a hero fighting the world, but like a kid, just welcoming the darkness outside within fully. Ages that we will lost, like stolen by our own surrendering, and yet we close our eyes. We let one sense after the other slowly down to nothing. Sight first, then hearing, then smell. Last will be touch. The comforting hand we all deserve to hold us up when we have done enough and we just cannot be, but let it go. Allow yourself to dream, Sag. Like, have fun. See what creative things come out in your dreams. There's a TikTok that I found. I don't know the name of it. I didn't get a chance to save it. But for the next 3 days, she says for the next 3 days, right before you're about to go to sleep, say I'm going to dreamland and I'm going to receive a gift. And then when you wake up, I just returned from dreamland and I received my gift. And then see what happens after you say that. Do that for the next 3 days and see what comes up. That you might find the answer that you need when it comes to your finances and your career and your money. But this is all that I have for you, my Sagittarian babies. I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Because like I said in the beginning, you could have been anywhere in the cyberspace world, but you were here with me, and I appreciate you for that. If you want to follow me on all social media, you can under SEYSII Reacts. That's SEYSII Reacts. That also happens to be the name of my reaction channel. If you want some fun, lighthearted stuff to watch, you can definitely check me out there. If you like the jewelry and you want to purchase your jewelry, you can find me on Instagram under SEYSII Reacts and place your orders there. If you like to book a personal reading, because this is just a collective reading. If you want to book a personal reading, you can follow me, and I do accept personal readings. I do have bookings available for personal readings. You can DM me on Instagram as well. But I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week. I will see you next time. Bye, Sag.